Alright, here goes. So here's the ban phase. Rabbit's saying, don't you dare. Is it going to be Twitch? It is going to be Twitch. And he knew it was coming. Rabbit loves to play Twitch.
Rabbit is clearly not happy with their selection of Twitch to ban.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Joining us is Plumpy.
Hola.
So, he'll be casting the game along with me here. So, and Maverick's going to be banned. Yeah, Maverick I think is a very strong ban here. He's very, very annoying, especially if you want, like, when the Clubhouse rework came out, I think many people found the best sites are actually Cache or Bedroom now. And but Maverick makes both sites a little bit harder. So they have now banned him, so that won't be an option. Actually, both Grimsky ops are gone now. What does Rabbit play on defense? Wait, Rabbit plays Echo on defense, or is he just he's just an angry guy?
I'll play Echo from time to time. I mean, telling from his reaction, he definitely was not happy with it.
I don't know. Maybe he's just jousting, you know, or just fronting. Plump, you're on the stream, right?
I am correct.
Okay, can you let me know if it looks funky or jicky or anything?
So far, so good.
Okay. Well, the movement hasn't started. Because when I was testing it, sometimes if it was going for too long, or if I kept starting or restarting it, it would get like all weird and jerky. So I found that the fix is to restart OBS, but I just need to know when that happens. All right, volume was showing a Monty, but he has 6-picked into Thatcher.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Rabbit is
by
going
attackers.
to shoot Jank with his lovely gun, full of hearts, apparently. Alright, and we're going to see a Frost, actually. Frost, not a really common pick in these tournaments, but, you know, I think with the recoil change and her new elite, she has seen a resurgence in popularity.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Oh. And okay, there he goes. One of my programs randomly wanted to update and alt-tabbed me out for some reason.
It's interesting how the defense chose to bring 3 trap operators. Definitely helps with those late round pushes.
They definitely did. They went trap meta.
Frost and Capcan. Definitely anticipating
complete trap meta.
to wait for a very long time before deciding to push.
Yeah, but you know what? Smiling's on the other team, and if you've ever watched Smiling play, he just goes. It doesn't matter what's going on. He just goes. This is why he likes to play Ying and Zophie.
Definitely fits his play style.
As you can see, he's just in there right now. So these traps might work well on him.
Capcan's definitely, Legion's definitely more effective as a late round operator, given that his ability resets every 30 seconds.
That's for sure. Is it 30 seconds?
I believe it was 75, it got buffed to 30 for some reason.
Well, I guess they thought he was a little not strong enough. And the Legion's just on the other side of the wall here as Thermite gets all the walls. He hasn't set it off yet, it looks like. Smiling here has made his way into the garage as Opetty is going to drone out the Frost sitting in the cash room. I wonder if he's called it out for his teammate Smiling, who is alt-walking the entire way. Oh, no, he's the stealth. I wonder if he's compromised his stealth. So, Frost is right on the other side of the wall from him. And they're going to see each other, and Jumanji is going to take the head off of the Ying. So that just get in there and do things by yourself attitude may not have worked so well for Smiling. And Thatcher's just going to pop on in. I'm not sure where he walked in from, but he did take the Legion out. And that leaves us with a 3v2. Only 2 attackers left, Rabbit and Opetty. Opetty is here on the outside of the hot tub. She's gonna get hit by that Legion. And she's gonna get hit by that Capcan. The traps are coming in handy. Now all attention seems to be on Opeti here, allowing the Rabbit to come around and get a kill. Phones are going off. He sees the kill holes. And a beautiful flick. Just kind of a sweep over by Rabbit. Does take the Capcan out. Just leaves the Jaeger to clutch. And he doesn't have any ammo left, but he's able to hit the headshot with the pistol.
Defenders have eyes on the
And, of course, get the defuse, or disable the diffuser.
Bomb diffuser disabled by defenders.
He was playing dangerously offside
Defender
there.
mission
Decided to
successful.
push upstairs, ended up paying off for him.
Yeah, it did. I think, so honestly, the Vidoki, she had a more than good chance of killing that Jaeger, but I think she messed up a little bit. I think she didn't expect him to push in so quickly, so he didn't just peek the door; he just ran right in the door. I think that kind of surprised her. And then, of course, all the while, Rabbit was busy typing in his laptop. And then he was able to effectively make it 2 1v1s there by being so having such a definitive end push there. Now nailing that headshot with the pistol, I mean that Jaeger was in trouble. He didn't have any. He had no more bullets in his silenced 416, right? It was a beautiful transition. He was able to hit the shot, so that's all that mattered.
P12 is a great pistol.
Oh, by far one of the best
Iron
pistols in
sights.
the game.
Iron sights are a little chunky, but
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
next to
attackers.
no recoil.
Yeah, I'm in
Incredibly
love with that
spammable.
pistol. Oh yeah. So that's the thing. So I think, have you played Frost or Buck lately with the pistols?
I think this was pretty good.
I think their pistol's pretty good,
Enjoy it.
but lately, if I click like really fast, right? Like with the P12, you can basically fire as fast as you can click.
Yeah.
With Frost or Buck's pistol, the what's the Mark 1, right? It's the
Yeah. Mark 1.9mm.
the high power. There's like some weird limiter on it.
Bomb located
You can only
by
fire like
attackers.
once every
10 seconds.
like, or maybe like 3 times a second or twice a second or so. It's
5
really
seconds
messed
left.
up. Like I've tested. I just try to click as fast as I possibly could,
Attackers
and
have
it
located
does
the
not
bomb.
matter. The pistol will not
Attackers
fire any
recovered the
faster.
diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
That disappointed me. That was one of my favorite pistols before. It's still good. Not saying it's bad, but it's definitely lost a lot of
Yeah,
its
definitely
appeal.
prefer the iron sights on that one too, because it leaves a lot more visibility.
That's true. It's not as chunky. Alright, so we're gonna see Caveira playing, and a late reinforcement of kitchen by Smiling. The attackers are already outside the kitchen. However, they're choosing not to enter. I think they could have taken both those defenders by surprise there. True is gonna play Monty. I've not seen him do this very often.
Stay close.
However, the Smiling actually rotated into Lounge, which actually he could flank the attackers right now if he knew. I don't think he does. All the while, where's IQ at? IQ here is right in stocks. And he's gonna come up on the Caveira. He sees just the edge of her ass. We'll see if he can get the kill off here. I don't think she knows. She doesn't know he's in. She has no idea, and he gets the head. I think all thanks to Jumanji hitting that barricade open. Jumanji's going to see Frost rotating back downstairs after peeking out real quickly, but Smiling thinks better of it and completely leaves. However, he's going to get tracked by the Jackal. Now, it looks like upstairs controls completely with the attackers. However, they only have 1 minute left. And I think Jumanji just landed on Frostmat. That's unfortunate. And that leaves all the attackers here on blue. Rabbit with a disgusting angle. Looks like somebody left the game. Since there's only 1 minute left, we will not rehost. And there goes. It's just True left against Rabbit here in blue. I think Smiling is going to get aggressive. Oh! True gets a kill. 2 left. This is winnable. Do I see a Monty clutch in the future? This is completely winnable. Oh, but he just isn't aggressive enough. And Rabbit's able to, I think, just shoot his hand off. Yep, there it is. He just shot his fingers. So with new Siege custom game features, we could actually set a match history, which allowed us to start it on round 3 at 1-1. So we're keeping the match results from before the rehost when John Connor dropped out. Also, the operator bans are the same, which is awesome. So here we go. Okay, so the Gulag Gentlemen are going to get try their hand at a basement defense. We saw True on the Monty there, really kind of just trying to ride it out in a 1v3 situation. He ended up making it a 1v2, but just couldn't clutch it as Monty, and I think he had some 20 seconds left at that point. So. Plumpy, you still there?
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I guess Plumpy went. Oh, there he is.
Still here.
Still eating?
I
Yeah, I see. Okay.
touch.
Alright, so they're going to play a Mira here in the church. And a little drone hops its way
Discover the
through.
location of a bomb.
And they are. Then he's gonna barricade off the other side of the church. I'm not sure about this. He's gonna run 2 mirrors in church. 1 mirror facing blue, 1 mirror facing the hallway. Now, I'm not sure about this because I think that mirror. I feel like that mirror can be very easily shot from somebody in Moto if they drop down Moto, which it's pretty easy to drop down Moto actually. So, for the attackers, we see no hard breachers. We got a Doki, Buck, Ying, and IQ. None of which can breach these hatches. I think they've messed up.
Well, which ones they reinforced, though? That's the question.
Oh, let's see what hatches.
They actually got all the glitches.
Stocks hatch is reinforced. Bar hatch is reinforced. And... what? Out of all the hatches they don't reinforce kitchen. I'd say give them Stocks hatch. Stocks hatch you can have, to be honest, because now with blue with those stairs, it's a lot easier to take blue regardless of whether you have hatch or not. But kitchen hatch, this is baffling. So let's see. Jumanji here is sitting just in the lounge or corridor. He's gonna get called and droned, and we will see if they do anything about it. Volume getting a shot off on him. And he's just on the other side of the wall, but he doesn't quite know that's where the Cav is hiding. They're all worried about the Cav here. And she continues to take more shots. And I think she gets wallbanged there. Yes, she does. Smiling in kitchen wallbangs her to the wall. So there goes the Cav. And the mustache's only roamer off the board. Now, despite that, again, there is no hard breacher. Oof. Rabbit's head almost being taken off by True. But there's no hard breacher, so they will have a little bit of trouble pushing, except for in Arsenal, which is the only soft one. Rabbit did bring breach charges, but it looks like nobody's asking for them. Ah, that's because Buck's already bucked open the hatch.
Operating the suppressor, which is a very interesting move.
Yeah.
All guns not to run suppressors on, that's probably one of the worst.
Scanning for
As much
electronics.
recoil as it already has.
Well, the recoil's gotten a lot better, but
As but still not as good as most other guns.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
oh, what a play by Rabbit! What outplaying the Mira?
15 seconds left.
15 seconds though. He has to plant. Somebody has to plant.
10 seconds left.
He finds the other defender, but Jank gets him.
5 seconds to go.
5 seconds, and the diffuser's down in blue. Jank wins the round for the Gulag Gentleman just by staying alive and holding the diffuser. A very smart play.
Rabbit had probably the best shot on him, just didn't come through.
Yeah, Rabbit single-handedly taking sight. A beautiful play on that Mira, kind of juking her out, acting like he was going down the hall, and then re-peeking the hole next to the Mira to see the Mira looking down the hallway that he thought he was going to be in.
It's definitely the risk of shotgunning right opening to it, leaving the shotgun open part exposed to the other mirror. So that smoke had no idea.
That's right. This is one of the reasons why I was a little confused about that Mira being set up right on the other side. You almost never want to set up Miras with their backs facing each other just because of that.
There's one exposed to the other.
That's right.
Both that and leaving mirrors exposed to doors and windows are very bad moves.
Yep.
The second those windows get open, you're forced to abandon it.
Pretty much.
That mirror gets broken, it leaves another angle for
Defenders,
the...
protect your
Now,
bombs
I feel like
from being
True
defused by attackers.
is not probably the biggest Mira main, so maybe he just doesn't have the experience with her. Yeah, some of these operators take a little bit of experimenting with to get really good at, and so I'm not quite sure why he was playing her. I think he thought like, oh, it'd be the most helpful to your team to play Mira, but I really think that when it comes to these kinds of team matches, like in customs with everybody talking to each other, the operator you're good at is probably the best operator for the team, not the operator you think whose gadget's gonna make the biggest difference.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers
All right.
objective is to locate a bomb
Interestingly,
and
we're gonna
defuse it.
see the garage wall reinforced. This is not very commonly done. This reinforcement here. Usually, you'll have somebody playing up here and holding the garage, and then having the garage doors reinforced, maybe. But this seems kind of useless to me. Kind of a waste of 2 reinforcements. Because they didn't get that, they left this construction wall open, which is really bad because that makes it very hard to play behind the bomb, the A-bomb here.
Bomb
Additionally,
located
there's
by
no
attackers.
rotate on the stairs, so the only place they can rotate is here, which is very commonly going to get opened by a hard breacher, which we can see Hibana's right outside of her right now, and she's going to do her job.
Get behind me!
And there it is, as Jumanji prepares his shield as well as Glaz. I think they're going to try to do a smoke plant. They're going to get this open. They're going to have Glaz and Blackbeard just sitting here on the ledges, smoking, planting, and just fragging. Rabbit getting an early frag on Jank, who dropped the logistics hatch. And he's going to rotate back to site.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
All right, it's smiling from long range through the garage. Uh-oh, is he gonna see it? He did hear it, but he shot too late. He did tag the Blackbeard ever so slightly, and that's 2 attackers down. So now it's 4v2 with a minute left to go here in round 4.
Jumanji definitely made a smart move, pulling back from that garage door.
Just in time.
Going through there leaves you exposed to so many angles.
Yeah.
You have so much more cover up there in the rafters than you do walking through that door.
So far we see Lord Connor just chilling on
Attackers
here,
recovered the bomb diffuser.
watching the garage, looking for that Frost. And Frost is going to peek it. and almost get her headshot off, but he just can't nail the shot. Smiling, very, very lucky, honestly. I feel like his head should be gone right now. That guy's had a perfect view on him. Oh, and Volume getting tagged by the glass as well, putting him at very low health. 20 seconds left. What are the attackers going to do? Jumanji's not really making a play. He needs to be making noise here. Connor hasn't used a single one of his smokes, but there is an ADS around. He throws it just in front of the ADS thing. Thankfully for him, but he hits a goo and is able to be dispatched very quickly. All the while, Jumanji hops in through a window at the last moment, and of course... Oh, no, he doesn't. He runs through construction and gets hit by a frost mat. There it is. That's that Blackbeard top hat. Nice hat. So yeah, the defenders got a couple really early picks. I think just a couple careless plays by the attackers. So that was Jank just dropping straight through logistics. Likely he didn't drone it well enough, and Rabbit was just out in the hall ready to kill him. And then Smiling get a really nice shot all the way from garage through the open hole of the east wall. I believe
most people don't really think of.
Yeah,
you gotta make sure whenever you open up, you're ready for all sort of angles of counterattack.
That's right. Yeah, like once you open up that hole, right? You're like, okay, I gotta clear out that servers area, right? Everyone in the servers. You don't think about people standing on the rafters of the garage being able to shoot back through that window from such a long angle, but that's exactly what happened. And then, of course, the last two attackers just didn't really do anything proactive, and they waited way too long to do anything. So we are seeing we're seeing pretty much only defensive wins. Is that right? I don't think we've seen a single attack win.
What is tied up? So case.
Yeah. So bedroom, basement, and cash. That's it. And then now we're seeing a 5th round on cash again.
I believe this was true of the last tournament as well.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Especially with the 3v3, attacks gotta be a lot more coordinated than defense.
5 seconds left
That's
before
true.
insertion.
There's such few.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Yeah, it definitely benefits the defense when it doesn't attack. Another big thing is that most of these teams probably not played with each other very much. They're just not very coordinated in their attacks.
Oh yeah, I mean this tournament being completely random.
Of that, but there's not really a whole lot of let's coordinate when we're gonna.
Big factor. Oh!
This or that.
Rabbit just ran straight up the main stairs and takes out the Frost. They're going with a fast rush strategy, but True shuts down one of them. And now it's 3v2.
A bomb has been located.
And the attackers are relentlessly they're just coming in fast and hard. I think it's all that's here is Mute to contest the construction. A good shot on the Finca, and True gets a good refrag. I believe on who's that? Smiling? I believe that's Zophie. So that leaves us 1v1 with Rabbit very lit against True at full health, and of course True's pulse, so he'll probably be able to know where the attacker is. Rabbit luckily does have the diffuser. He's gonna get pulsed. I think True might try to bang him here, but he can't. That's outside. That's not gonna work. That is outside True. Unfortunate. Barely missing the head of Rabbit. Rabbit's gonna have to frag very quickly in order to get True. But True's gonna rotate all the way around, and Rabbit very smartly plants.
Oh, man.
We'll see if True can keep his cool on this 1v1 with the diffuser down. Or with the diffuser planted, sorry. Oh, we gotta follow. Thank you, Jacob. Oh, beautiful flick by True. Although he didn't, Rabbit got the first shots off on him. True's health and reaction time were able to get him the win on that.
Defender mission successful.
Hey, True, we need to talk. Don't you dare matrix my bullets like that. Great. So we again saw another defensive win, but it was a very tight one. I think the GulagGentleman are a lot of their defenses have been down to the wire, down to the last man wins. So I think Shoot the Moon is ever so slightly ahead as far as performance has gone.
So it's been a good game?
It's been a very tight game. It's defense only win so far.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was very defense heavy on ours as well.
What was the score?
5-3.
5-3. Oh, so
A very
what's the
frustrating
overtime?
5-3 actually. We did actually a really good job. We had as far as kills go, we had 6-7-3-3. The other team had 14-7 and 0-0.
Wow. Who was 14?
Cozy.
Cozy.
Attackers
Wow,
need to
coming out.
locate and defuse as
Way to
many
go,
bombs
Cozy.
as they can.
And then, interestingly enough, actually, what's his name? One of the new guys. Phantom had 7. How's it going, Pumpy?
How's it go?
Bomb located by
So
It's a lot more evenly distributed.
What's the score right now?
it's 2-3. We actually had a rehost because one of them dropped, but it's 2-3
10
anyway.
seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left.
Okay, so
Attackers
we're gonna
will
see
cover
a
the diffuser.
bedroom defense.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Is this the first time we've seen a bedroom defense? No,
The
it's
attacker's
not.
bomb diffuser has been
was
dropped.
a bedroom defense
Attackers
the
have
first
recovered their
round.
diffuser.
That's right, the very
It
first
was like
round.
Jaeger clutched against the rabbit.
That's right. So this is
Heavy.
this is going to be the Shoot the Moon's first attempt at a bedroom defense. Let's see how they handle it. We're going to see Frost again. She's been very, very popular on this map so far. All the attackers, almost all of them, 3 of them here on the west side. Looks like Lord Connor is going to try to open up the hot tub wall. Of course, where is the there we go. So the other 2 are on the roof. So that's all 4 of them right there. Rabbit preparing us a strip run out. However, I don't think anybody's repelled there on the hot tub. And you cannot underbang that or C4 them, so. No, Rabbit, that is not a repel. You cannot kill him. He might be able to C4 up and over.
Defender has left the
There it is.
designated
He's gonna
staging
C4
area.
it.
Defender has been discovered.
And it doesn't quite make it. He didn't quite toss it high enough. It hit the railings. I think that did give the thermite a little bit of spook there. And he's gonna finally set it off. Half the round already over, and the walls are just coming open. You're exchanging some bullets here on the weight room. Looks like Pulse is sitting in there.
Loading dart.
So Shrew sees the hole and he smokes it off. He's gonna try. He might try to vault in here, but Volume's got this tiny little hole I don't think he knows about. Oof. So Rabbit taking a few bullets over there on the CCTV wall,
Deploying sensor.
and he sees the Capital. He's gonna shoot him through the barricade. What a beautiful pulse job. And Smiling's also gonna get Jackal dropping here in logistics. This push is getting very uncoordinated.
That's Jank again, trying to drop logistics. It's not worked out very well for him.
No, it has not. Now Rabbit has taken so many bullets, but he's gonna get redocked up, and the push is gonna have to come here very quickly. It's 10 seconds left,
Attackers recovered the bomb. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
and the defenders win quite handily, actually. So what we've been seeing is that while they've always been defensive wins, Shoot the Moon, that's Smiling and Rabbit and Volume and Petty, they've pretty much taken these defensive rounds overwhelming. it's been pretty simple for them. As a matter of fact, I don't think a single attacker got a kill on that round. Yeah, nope, nobody did. But then on the other hand, the orange team, their defensive rounds have always been very tight, almost always coming down to a clutch. So that does bring us to 3-3 overtime here in Clubhouse. Now at overtime, whoever's the defender or the attacker is determined randomly, just like it is in ranked, which is something that I've not always been a fan of, but I could never think of some other solution to propose, so I never complained too much about it.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I don't know if you guys remember the old Clubhouse. None of the objectives were viable at all, except for basement and bar. And bar, while it was usually chosen second, nobody really liked it. It was actually very often lost. And that actually made it so the random pick of who defended first, who attacked first in overtime, actually a very good predictor of who was going to win the match. Lucky for us, Clubhouse is now buffed, quote unquote. Is this buff? What do they call this? A map buff or like a map rework or something, right? This is a map
Setting
buff.
up.
Is it a rework?
Setting barbed
Attackers
wire.
recover the diffuser. Attacker's objective is to defuse the
Plumpy, I'm
bomb.
having trouble hearing you here. Kind of mumbling.
Speak up.
Yeah, speak up just a little bit. You're already at 200%. And Thermite just very quickly already getting the construction wall. Let me see if I can get
Smart
him.
move, being more aggressive.
There he is.
Like a big issue for Orange Team. Most of the rounds they played, why it's been so dominant, is because they've been uncoordinated in their attacks, and they've also been very tentative.
That's right.
So if someone were to push in, they'd be pushing in by themselves with very little intel.
You see Connor very busy, just setting all sorts of things up. Always kind of doing some things, keeping busy. I think that's very important. I think it shows his experience. Rabbit is watching the cams. He's got some good cam placements here. And line scan's gonna go in. And the cache room is, or the server room is vacated. True, almost seeing the Legion there. And he's gonna be inside.
C4 set.
C4 is gonna go out, but I don't think it's gonna find him. It's gonna find nobody. And Jank takes out
Activating
Smiling.
diffuser. Defenders have located the diffuser.
Uh-oh. Jank's gotta get moving. There's only one other defender, or attacker. And that is true. He's got one more line scan left. He should probably use it. He should probably scan. But he did keep him busy long enough for Jank to flank around and get him. Finally, Jank shows up to the party instead of trying to scan footprints. I think Jank was trying to scan footprints of somebody who's already dead, so that's what happens. You stare at them, you can't scan them because they're dead, but the footprints don't disappear for another few seconds. But you know, with the bomb, with the diffuser down and planted, with only one teammate left alive situation, you probably shouldn't be staring at that. You probably need to get your butt moving. He forced True to have to tango with that dock for quite a while, all alone. And that's our first attacker victory.
Yeah, I think the pivotal factor there was the early aggression on the early plant.
Completely agree with you there.
So they got those thermites out, the defender sort of backed off.
They left servers completely
Right,
undefended, and there was no garage presence, which made that wall pivotal, right? It made it so they can just walk into the wall without getting crossfired. At the same time, the Legion rotated off of the main hallway there again, just leaving that east wall hole free for attackers to stream through.
Got that plant down, they were able to just hold it.
It was close
We
though. The
have-
hold was close.
Incidentally, we just reached 50 followers a follower ago.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's big.
What is thy bidding accomplishment?
Oh, we got an achievement. Sick.
2, actually.
I think we're actually well on our way to affiliate status, to be honest.
I think we are. I think you looked the other day, and it was like we had already completed 2 of the requirements.
Yeah, and I think with this, I think with 50, I think we've completed one
Path
of
to
the
affiliate.
others.
Yeah, we finished 2 of them so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, reach 50 followers, and then we have to stream for 8 hours and stream on 7 different days.
Nice. So I think we're pretty close there. I mean, how many days have we streamed?
6.
6. Does this count as 7 or is this count as 6? Who knows?
I think this probably counts as 6.
Okay.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
All right, it is
bombs.
3-4 for the orange team. It's a very tight match. I guess I guess the orange team has kind of come together on their attacks. Hopefully we'll see more of that. But if they win this defense round, which has been the pattern, they're just going to take the match altogether. Hey, look, we got another follower. Thalassus. Thank you for the follow.
All right. Do you want us to go ahead and start up the next losers round?
10 seconds
Uh,
Because right now we have
Attackers located a
semifinals
bomb.
lined up. You're doing 1 loser round, and we have
5
another
seconds
loser
left.
round.
Okay.
Before
Yeah,
insertion.
do the next losers round immediate, I think. We should
Okay.
honestly do that.
Attackers recovered.
Should have probably
Those-
been done
oh.
as soon as
Attackers
the
are
previous
moving
one was
to defuse
done.
a bomb.
Okay.
And then as soon as I'm done here, I'm
going
going to do the semifinals.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nose is gone.
Oh, no.
He's deafened.
Okay. Rabbit trying to quickly cut off the bottom rotation, but Jaeger's going to peek that. Rabbit wasn't ready for it, but neither of them land any shots. So we got
the
2
blue
roamers
team's
here
there.
down in lounge.
They try to
And
match the aggression they saw last round from the orange team.
I think so. I think
Nice.
the orange
Well,
team,
that
even on
was awesome.
defense, is getting just as aggressive.
2 people downstairs is very risky though for orange.
You're right. But you know what? The attackers are playing right into their hands. They're looks like they're devoting a lot of pressure into taking bottom. Jumanji panics a bit, and a miss, and he decides to go in, but gets taken out. Sludge, in the meantime, actually took logistics. And both the roamers get taken out. Like you said, it was risky, and it did not pay off for them. So now it's a 4v2, and pretty much all they have to do now is collapse on the defenders. This is not looking good for them.
Loading new magazine.
Flashing coming! Flashing coming!
Is the wall next to Jenk reinforced? It is, thankfully for him. Now the defenders are just all turtled up in here. I think they have to do something aggressive in order to save themselves. They've got to make a play.
Bombs been located.
Jenk just not able to react fast enough. And the prone peek, because he sat in the same place for too long, and it's a perfect attacking round. Not a single attacker lost. Oh, no, it looks like Opeti died. Never mind. But a very definitive attacking round. So GulagGentleman aren't able to clinch the match on that round, and so we see our second attacking victory. I think Rabbit is bad-mouthing Jank yet again, as Jank just laid there on the floor for an extended period of time. So this is overtime match point. Whoever wins this takes it and gets to continue. This is the loser's bracket, so whoever does lose this gets completely knocked out of the tournament, unfortunately. The prizes on the line are $5 per member of the team for first place and second place. So both first place and second place get a prize. Now, True did actually a really good job as Lion in the previous round, and he's going to switch off to Capitao, which I don't think he's seen as much success with.
I personally don't think that's a very smart move.
Defenders,
Be
protect your
stuck with
bombs
the
from
lion
being
that have
defused by
a
attackers.
lion jackal ying combo, which is very tough to deal with.
So it's going to be a church defense. So
See if they have enough reinforcements to get everything they need done.
the
They should.
the GulagGentleman attacked
Essentials.
this once before, right? And true was Monty on that one, right? He was left to clutch it, but one of their teammates disconnected. So that push, I don't, we actually didn't get to see the unbiased results of that match, or of that round.
10 seconds
So I
to
guess
insertion.
this is a reprisal with hopefully all 4
seconds to
attackers
go.
present this time.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
The defender's doing a good job of
Attackers
getting
expected
hatches.
to
They did
locate a
leave
bomb
one
and
hatch unreinforced, and that's the bar hatch.
A bomb has been located.
Did not bring him here this time.
Yep, no mirror.
It's an interesting move for its control. It's definitely doable.
And Jumanji almost gets this drone out of there. Wow. We're seeing some good droning. Lord Connor is going to be droned in by his teammates, I guess. For now, he's just holding. I think if they lose the previous aggression they had, they're gonna have a lot of trouble on this one. So I think when it comes to bottom attack, it really depends on somebody getting in, making a bunch of noise, or distracting a bunch of defenders, forcing them to rotate, and everyone else collapsing in pretty much based upon that distraction. So basically, once you can kind of get a foothold downstairs as an attacker, just dramatically increase your chances of winning. And Ying just running across like there is no threat, but Smiling here on the stairs is able to take her out. And that's going to leave Jumanji with a donut for the match. Rabbit also able to trade. And Smiling had some holes set up at the top of the stairs, and is also going to take out, what was that? Was that Jackal, who was trying to look for the refrag. I think I think this match is well on its way to be over, with Ash all alone here in dirt, left to clutch against 4. And slow peeking like this with his high ping is not going to do him any favors, and it's true.
Probably with a headshot. That MP5, very reliable weapon.
Yeah, so Lord Connor, by the way, he's in Germany, so he does have the highest ping among them. And when you have high ping, slow peeking or holding angles doesn't do you any favors. You need to play aggressive and fast. Looks like he wasn't able to do that.
Very close match here.
It was, but that last round was...
Rabbit and Smiling pulling their team through.